Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another wonderful episode of
Tunesday.
Tunesday, the day we build music from scratch. People watching this on YouTube may notice something new where I've added Twitch chat integration finally after 6 years of doing this. Though maybe in the early streams I actually tried it a little bit. I don't know. It was an experiment early on. I thought it would get in the way, but we'll see if this gets in the way now. It'll go away after a certain amount of time, but we'll see who stops by the stream. Welcome one and all. We're going to make a song from scratch, and today I want to do lo-fi, but there we go. There's Hefner being the first one coming in. And ooh, yeah, so we get this new tag now on Twitch too, watching without audio. So that I don't know if you set that automatically or if you mute the stream, it automatically puts that next to your icon. It'd be awesome if muting it automatically put it next to your icon, so you don't have to do anything else. You set that, okay. It'd be amazing if Twitch knew and you just like hit mute, and then it just does that for you on the chat, you know. Custom badge, gotcha. Well, anyways, I was going to, but then you still answer me, so like you heard me. So you're lying. Anyways, we're gonna do a lo-fi track, and I kind of wanna. My goal today is to do lo-fi, but not with vocals. I've been going back on some of my few Tunesdays, and this whole Tunesday album I think might be the album that has the most vocals on it. Maybe. I don't know. I've done 25 albums, so it would require me to review and compare. But I've done a lot. And it's not just me singing. It's pulling vocals from Splice and all over. And so I'm not completely ruling it out, because if I really get stuck and Anne comes in here and drops the most amazing vocal like Anne always seems to do, and it fits just perfectly as is, then I may cave and do that. Depends. It's all contextual. But for right now, let's just get into it. Let's just start making some music. I have just plain old piano. Now, there was something I was playing when I was testing. This was like literally just the first chord progression I played. It was can I play this? It was more spaced out, wasn't it? No, okay. I don't like it as much. It was that chord progression. I don't remember what way I played it, but I just remember it was these chords. And they're okay, but let's do something better. We can do more. Let's make it. We're onto something. I'm liking how that sounds already, right? Can you see? Yeah, you can see what I'm playing. I should do this as well, right? Why not? There we go. going on, Dark Ninja? Welcome back. How you doing? Let's do this real quick. Oh wait, you know what I don't have? Hang on. This is technically, yeah, see, we've got chat. I need to copy this. How do I, hang on a minute, I suck with OBS. And then paste. There we go. Another day in paradise. We're looking into moving into a bigger office. Might even get my own. Ooh, that's neat. But yes, by popular demand, I have brought Twitch chat to the YouTube realm. So now all of you all will be on the YouTube videos. Be on your best behavior now. This is documented for all time. Though sometimes, yeah, depending on where I have things lined up, we'll play around with the. I guess I could change the settings of it more. Hopefully, nothing gets too illegible and too hard. But I was worried before that Twitch chat would get too intrusive. But I swear, like I tried to do this like when I started streaming, like 6 years ago, and they had one thing that couldn't do much. Just always had the chat on, right? But now it's gotten way better where you can customize it in a lot of ways. I'm sure you could always do that 6 years ago, but it wasn't easily available for lame brains like me. All right. Hang on, I'm getting distracted by what I was about to do. I need a metronome real quick. Let's bring in a lo-fi kit. Turn it down. It's probably too loud. Hear it, please. Oh, you might also notice something else, too. This has all changed because I realized I was actually running a pretty old version of Ableton. Someone had mentioned that this changed, and I was like, what? It didn't change for me. That was weird. And then I went in and checked because I was actually trying to do work on Slamwave yesterday, and I was getting so many problems. It was just crackling and having so many problems. I was like, I got to check and see if there's an update. And then I find out I'm like way far behind in updates. So now I'm running the newest Ableton, which I'm really glad that I did a lot of testing on yesterday. It was kind of a waste of a day in terms of being productive with music, but it allowed me to update Ableton because then I had to send in all of my plugins again because I opened one track and it was like, I can't find all of these plugins. It was like 96 plugins. It was like, oh shit. So I had to reset up all that, but we got that good. Thankfully, I didn't have to reauthorize every plugin again. That was what I was terrified of. It's like, oh my god, that'll take all day. But hey, we got the newest Ableton, and I'm optimistic about that because I've been having so many problems about like, you know, random clicks and clicking, and I'm always like, oh, they just need to optimize it better, and they'll do it and update it, and I still believe that's true, and they may have done that now, and I've just been way too far behind. Well, you know what? Let's just go really basic. We're just there. Perfect. This is all about just finding out what tempo we really need this song to be. Can we go back to here, please? Now, how did it go again? Here's the problem. Sometimes, like, when I write something, I'm like, cool, and I'll do something else for 3 minutes, and I come back, and it's instantly gone. Short-term memory. When I'm, like, in creative mode, it's just, like, non-existent. I shouldn't say that. I remembered the riff right there. fast do I want this? Because, like... I might try something like this. Like, I'm playing in the left hand the bass as well, right? Where I'm trying to go. Oops. Like as if I'm the only one here, right? But if I just focus on just this. Snapshot what I got. I think I got it the first time. Technically. Ah, damn it. Doesn't have my pedal going. Hang on a second. All right. Doesn't matter. We got it right here. This one's like way off. No, not both. Not to both. This one's also really quiet. Okay. Wait, when's the pedal click on? Oh, here's the tough thing now. Now that this has changed, these are in different spots, so I actually don't. Oh, here, let me go back to this view real quick so you can actually see what I'm doing over here, moving the notes. But now these are in different things, so I don't know how to get to certain areas anymore. Uh-oh. That's a problem. I need to get to where I would change the pedal. What was that called? Uh-oh. Hang on a minute. Wasn't that like expression? Here it is. Envelopes. And yeah, and we do the... Here we go. Got it. Whew. Thank God. Well, look at this. What was I doing with that pedal there? Oh, this is good news then, actually. We can just do this because pretty sure I click it on, like, oh my God. Beautiful. Right after that note comes in. So I can just consolidate it right there. We can, do we just go to notes then? Oh, wow. This is actually really nice. How quickly you can just flip between these two now? Okay, that's a nice update. Biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is hopefully this doesn't crackle as much, and we'll find out. So far, it's been good, but I've only been live for like 15 minutes or so. Oh no, it crackled once there. That's okay, I'll let it crackle a little bit. This should also like decrescendo, right? So 64, 55, something in the 40s. I'm gonna need to go in and fix the pedal probably. I'm gonna do 2 long, just so we get more variety. The longer the loop, the better usually. Missed one. Envelopes. Yeah, see, a couple of these are a little sloppy because I was late on the notes. So we gotta go like here. This one, very sloppy. Look at how long that sits out before it lifts. No. Oops. This one's beautiful. Like a millisecond. The first note does feel a little hard though. Okay. Yeah, that's a good start. Piano. Let's make the drums now. Kick. Snare. Whoops. It's got to be capitalized. It'll bother me. Snare. hat. Let's give them all their respective EQs. Okay, let's keep the hat for now. Just let that loop. But let's take the snare and the kick. Make it this long. Consolidate them. And loop them. Real quick on the snare, let me just try a couple other samples. I used to use this one a ton, and then I stopped using it for a long time because I used it a ton. And now I almost feel like that gives me the right to use it a bunch again because I haven't used it in so long. But I don't know. Do other producers... Yeah, I was going to say, do other producers reuse the same drum samples? But, I mean, fucking look at Run DMC. That's their whole career. And they got a drum machine, and they're like, yep, that's what we want. And the other guys are like, for every song? And they're like, yep, every song. So at the end, I shouldn't be that self-conscious about it. Probably why a lot of their songs sound similar, but they made some bangers. And I guess that's maybe why my songs sound similar. But hey, we don't all have to be Beck. Use this one a lot too. If it ain't broke, give up on innovation. People always want to be the trendsetter, right? You go down in history as the first one that did something, you know. This one also just sounds nice too. I'm gonna go with this one for right now, which I've used this one a bunch too, but I don't care. I mean, I've used this lo-fi kit in general a whole bunch. If I really wanted to be original, I guess I'd go through and build a whole new lo-fi kit. We're on 5.1 right now. I need to make 6.0. But I don't really feel like clicking through endless drum samples on Splice right now. Not really in that mood, so maybe I'll put together a 6.0 another time. Actually, I'm definitely going to need to do it another time because if we look at this, it might be hard to see because it's so damn small. Can I not raise this up anymore? Fine. And plus I'm blocking it a little bit, but it's right along the picture frame. Right here. This part. So this is where all the sounds are. Up here, these are, I think, the hi-hats. The middle part is, what, the kicks? These kicks? Yeah. And then the bottom one is the snare, where you can kind of see how they're divided up. The tough thing is, I didn't build this very well, whereas there's tons of room on the top of this, like, section all the way up here, and not much room anywhere else. So what I'm going to have to do is remake this whole thing and push all of this up, add more, and then I can, I don't know, fill it all in eventually. I'll have an entire full, like, drum rack. That's my perfect, complete lo-fi kit. I suppose I could go through and remove some of these, because there are some, like, I don't know, some that I don't ever use. But again, that's a job for another day. Let me try some other kicks. Hang on. Let me just create a more original beat. The snare is probably going to stay the same, so we can just keep that as. But I want to make the kick more original, and then we'll find a better kick sample. If that does sound better. I need to pop this open so I can kind of line it up. I guess I'm pretty basic bitch on the beat though. Let me copy and paste this real quick. Let me, yeah, this is good enough to actually work with. Let's try a couple other samples. And all of these I'll have to customize the EQ probably. Or even tune the kick maybe. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Apologize if it rattles your cages a little. It's pretty intense, but I weirdly kind of like it. I think we have a winner. What if it was up one more? So what I'm doing here, how close is that? Is it close enough that I have to do this? Hang on. I'm tuning my kick, which yeah, because now I feel like it's too sharp. We need to, let's do, it's like a halfway in between, like that. So what I'm doing is you can see obviously the peak where my kick really thumps and comes in. It's the highest point on the entire EQ. As I move my mouse around, it might be really hard to read. Actually, now that I look, maybe it looks better because I have OBS on a really tiny monitor and it's really squished down. So maybe it's possible for you to read this over here, but it actually tells you what note you're hovering over. And, oh, that's funny. And yeah, when you get up too high, I guess there is no note. It doesn't even matter. Nobody plays this high. Nobody hears that high, I should say. But I'm just trying to find, I know this song, at least this main chord, I don't know if I'm tuned to it, is G. Music for dogs, exactly. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh my god. This don't know why I called you and. Dark Ninja, that's a great idea. So since I know we're in G, because we're just sort of go G, G, A, G, oops, G, G, A, G, G, A. Promoted to N 2.0. Be careful, I'll give you that nickname. But there we go. I think we got it finally tuned. Yes. Well, no, because now it says G sharp. It needs to be G. But I think I'm getting a little too picky. Let's do this. Let's go down just a couple more cents. There we go. It's good enough. You can't even really tell, but I think that's why I like this kick so much, is that it thumps right around the tonic frequency. Now that I have a good kick, I want to add, let's do this, lower the volume a little bit. But on the piano, put some sidechain compression on. Here we go, mild sidechain. I think I could do more with the piano too. Like, hang on. First off, we're actually already pushing the limit of the piano volume. So what I like to do in this is I just take a whatchamacallit, a utility, and we do this. We go up +5. Oh my god, it's gonna be that picky. I'd love 5. Whatever, close enough. 5.3. And then I'll lower this 5.3. But I actually feel like the piano might need to go up a little louder, so we'll actually just lower it 4. So now we're making it 1 dB faster. What's going on, Anne? Welcome back. Okay, wait, we gotta have this. Oops, not the piano, the kick. And we need sharper dips. There we go, that looks good already. Okay, that sounds good. Let's do this. I'm gonna consolidate the kick and snare to this long of a loop now, so that adds even more variety that I can plop in here. Before I start messing with the variety, because it sounds okay-ish, I definitely want to do more, but the thing that I feel like I'm definitely missing is the low end. Let's try this. Future is now old, man. Are YouTube messages also displayed vice versa? What do you mean on the screen here? Well, I mean, I'm not streaming this on YouTube. So, I guess not. My computer's been making weirder noises when I do stuff recently. Yeah, well, when you're, because I know there are softwares I used to use, what was it called, Restream, and I would stream here and YouTube at the same time, but that was way back in the day, because actually once you become an affiliate on Twitch, so you want the chat to be preserved watching the video on YouTube. Exactly. It was a suggestion by, I believe, both the Dark Ninja and Hefner. Probably both of you brought it up, and I'm sure other people have brought it up in the past as well. But certainly since I'm actually getting people like subscribing on YouTube, I think improving the YouTube experience would be better. I mean, hell, even the ideal situation would be if I could hire like an editor to come in and then like take my 8-hour-long Tunesday and cut it down to like 30 minutes, the best 30-minute parts that matter, or something like that. Or hell, it was 8 hours long. I guess you could cut it down to 1 hour if you include other goofy moments or whatnot. But because that would make those YouTube videos way more manageable, I think, to watch, because it's a commitment. Like, you can't just sit down and just watch 8 hours of a stream, right? Guess you can watch it in multiple days, but weed out the fat if I edit it on YouTube. I'm not going that far, because that's a lot of work. I'm not committing to editing my own videos, and and I don't have the budget to pay someone to edit it as well, so. But at the very least, adding this ability where, you know, especially too, because I was worried that chat coming on the stream would get too distracting or block. Like, the whole point of me streaming and doing music like this is to show you sort of how I do it and what I do. And I thought the chat would get in the way. But it's actually kind of nice when it disappears after like 15 seconds, because then there's plenty of room, you know, there's nothing here. And so nobody's being, maybe if I had like a crazy busy chat or something like that that was always blowing up, then it would be too obnoxious. I'd have to give chat its own entire portion of the screen that's not interfered with in any other way. But for now, for our nice cute little community of 1,000 followers, welcome. And now you show up on screen when you chat. It's not too bad, honestly. Yeah. That's what I mean. That was the big thing. I wanted to make sure it disappeared quicker, because this is like half the time than it recommended. But I was like, no. It needs to go away quickly. The whole point is keep the music on stream, but I'd love to have you guys, so people on YouTube can still see what you guys are saying. What's going on, Rollcast? I am awake on a Tuesday after months. Well, welcome. I'm happy to see you here. We're happy to have you. Oh, snap. Happy 1 year, Grim. Ooh, now you get the nice 1 year badge. That one looks kind of cool.
Hey Slam, it's been a year so far. Keep it up. Winking face.
Thank you very much, Grim. I appreciate it. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate you just sticking around, hanging around for a year. That's a long ass time. Happy anniversary. I'm getting you some lo-fi for our anniversary. Think of just how I can make the bass a little more interesting, you know. Let me actually let me just do this. Snapshot that. Oh, I got it right here. Consolidate it. Get rid of this. Scooch this here. We already consolidated. Loop it. Go. You know, your stream is such a good entertaining for working days. I've been told that. I think a good chunk of my viewership watch me at work. Welcome. I believe that. I'm good lurk. I'm a good lurker stream, I suppose. You know? Procrastinating at work, gang. That's not even about that. I mean, I know at my job, I don't know, some jobs sort of afford you that luxury of being able to put something on, you know, on the side while you just do your work. And you can pay as much or as little attention as you need to. Boy, my timing sucked. I guess I'll just manually quantize it all. I hear a melody in my head. Just keep snapshot that. I don't know that I want this to be a piano, but I like this melody. Hang on. I need to fix the timing, though. Here's where, like, I definitely don't want to do quantize. Oops. Actually, this one is fine. It's because if I quantize it, it'll line up everything perfectly, but I kind of want the two notes to be different because that's more realistic. You're never going to play all of the notes in perfect chord pairs flawlessly. Okay, let's do this. This is already consolidated, right? So if I loop this to here, consolidate it again. I actually grab this whole thing and put it over here. I'm a teacher, so while I deal with bureaucratic stuff, I can watch you in the background. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help make the workday a little nicer. Does this feel too intense? Hang on. Let's grab all of this and bring it down, and actually even the first few. The top note has to always be louder. The rule of this chord. It doesn't have to be louder by a lot. It just has to be louder. Yeah, see, like 3 louder is fine. It just has to actually be louder. That's just sort of how you would normally play a lot of chords. I guess it depends on which voice you want to come out. I guess I shouldn't say that. Oh, the top note is always louder. There are no rules in music. I guess the rule would more be whatever melody you sort of want to come out, but I want it to be this. That's the melody I want to come out, and I just sort of want this to be in the background, especially too, because actually maybe that would be a good idea for a tail end. So hang on, let's take all of this. Or actually, since they have the right velocity, let's just scooch it down. Actually, I almost want to do this too. Consolidate it again at twice this length. And we can treat this like a 1 and 3 are the same, 2 and 4 vary. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So 1 and 3 will be the same. 2 and 4 will be close to the same, but we'll add maybe like a little variety over here or something. You ever watched Adam Neely? That name sounds really familiar. Oh yes, I've seen a couple of his videos. He just does like a bunch of like music theory sort of stuff, right? And just explores a lot of interesting. Yeah, I've definitely watched a few of his videos. I don't even know which ones. Just ones where he's talking about like an interesting chord or an interesting progression structure and how it works. You know, literally in music and also like scientifically. Like he'll like show like waveforms and how they work. Yeah, it's yeah, he's got some good stuff. He's a smart guy. A smart guy indeed. Is this really what I want? I'm gonna start playing around with this. Like I said, I don't necessarily know that I want this to be physics teacher. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know that I want this to be a piano, both for high school and university. Wow. Yeah, hang on. I don't like this. Let me change it. That sound good? Oops. Damn it. That's annoying that it jumps me to the beginning. I get it, but it's annoying. I like that the most. I think. Let's keep that for now, and let me try a couple other things. Hang on, I'm ruining that. That's a tough thing. I need to have like a better outline on chat. It's hard to read sometimes. I never enrolled in the uni, but I did work as a security guard for one once. Simultaneously, the worst yet most fun job I've had so far. The students and teachers were hilarious. Sounds interesting. I don't think I'd ever want to be a security officer anywhere. I'm not mean enough. I'm not aggressive enough. Someone would be doing something, I'd be like, hey, stop it. And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, okay. And then I'd leave. I got shot at on New Year's Eve this year before this current job. Yikes. That's how you know this is an American security job, too. That's too high up. Okay, this sounds nice so far. We just need a little more, right? Where do we go from here then? I guess I should think about how I'd want this to start too. Let's oh, hang on. The kick is still playing. Let's add more variety in the kick. Hang on. Let's do this. Let's cut out this one. Hang on a minute. Actually, okay, because I'm trying to adjust the kick right now to match the bass, right? Because the kick and bass coming in at the same time, well, chef kiss, right? It's the best. And in like any song, your kick and your bass player, they are married for the most part. It sounds so good together always. So I was trying to adjust the kick right now to fit the bass, and I was like, it's so boring. But what if I just make the bass fit the kick instead of making the kick fit the bass, you know? Like here, the kick comes in a little early. Well, let's make the bass come in early. Let's go pop this open so we can see them together. I feel like the kick has permission. Well, right now it's not. It's only coming in when the note changes. The kick has permission to come in anytime it wants. The bass can only come in on a kick. That's sort of the rule that I like to set when you want to really make that bass thump. So the bass note can only change on another kick note. So like right here, this one is like out of place, right? Or we got to put in a kick there. I don't mind just putting in another one of these, I guess. Because this one adds variety, especially with the kick coming in early now. It sort of throws off where you expect the beat to be. And that's a fine enough kick part. Let's keep going. Let's have this one also come in early. Boom, boom. And I suppose that other little kick would be fine. Let's add variety here. Hang on. That's too boring. I feel like I need to get the snare involved on this one. Hang on. Maybe just... Ooh, hang on. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Keep that. Let's do this. Hang on. Just to make sure, with consistency's sake, copy all that, paste it on. Start from here. Should still line up, yeah, on the bass. We need to have both of these guys selected. What the fuck? Why does he zoom out every time like that? Where's the kick? Okay. Go with that for right now. So we don't hear that until right here, which is about 25 seconds in, just shy of 25 seconds. I'm not sure the timing of this. If right here, we should sort of look for more variety. I don't know if I can bring everything in slow enough like that. Certainly we got to do one of these where everybody's in, right? So essentially I could grab all of this, pull it in, and I could say, let's start with piano. Here's something else too. We don't have any reverb going. Let's get a little bit of reverb in this thing. It'll help. I don't want it so dry. I could also still add this. It'll just be easier if I just grab a new one. Right now the piano is just running clean, right? But if we wanted to make it sound lo-fi, it's a possibility. It does crush it and make it mono too. Actually, we could definitely go longer than just one of these all the way through. What if I, hang on. Give me just this one. Rip that off. Put it there. Yeah. A little customization. What if let me see if I could do one here too. I'm just curious. What if I pulled this off entirely? No. It doesn't sound good. Keep it attached. Let me remove that for right now. Oh, here's something. I haven't even saved this yet. Oh yeah, ready for some more fun? So I guess you weren't here when I said this, Anne. What is today? Today's June 14th. But I checked and I was running Ableton, like a really, really old version of Ableton for some reason. I don't know why, but I finally updated it, and it took a little bit. It was a bit of a pain. I had to not reauthorize, but find all of my plugins again. It screwed up. It was kind of messy, but glad I didn't wait until today to sort it all out. And I go live for Tunesday, and I have to spend like the first hour fucking around to get my plugins working. That'd have been a nightmare. But now we are running the newest Ableton, and hopefully that'll cut down on the extra crackles that I always seep in, just because Ableton 11's done that for so long. They've needed to improve optimization for a bit. Maybe they've done it. They've certainly made some things better that I really like. Like compacting this panel now. Much nicer. Very good. You haven't manually updated either? Yeah. Do you still have it where this is not in this form, where it actually stacks right here? Doesn't it auto-update? See, that's what I thought too. But no, it doesn't. And that's the thing. So, because that's what I did. I went into here and I went to check for updates, right? And it just takes you to the Ableton download page. And so you just have to re-download. I had to re-download Ableton entirely, like the newest version on there. and then run it like I was going to install Ableton, and then it scans it and it goes, hey, you already have Ableton installed. Do you want to install it again, or just replace the files with this newer version? And you just say replace, and then it does it all. And then, of course, like I said, once you relaunch Ableton, then you have to, at least for me, I had to aim it at my plugin and rescan and like wait like an hour while it had to rescan 100 plugins again. It takes a while to get it all set up and working, but so far I've noticed I do feel like it crackles less, so that is nice. Not to mention this whole ability of compacting this down, because god damn, was this the most useless. Here, wait, what is this? Automatic updates. Get updates always. So you can have it set to. I wonder if mine's not set to that. No, I got it on. I would take a look. Take a look at what version you have, and then do check for updates and see what version is out, because I have mine set to always. So, and mine didn't auto-update at least. I was running a really old version of Ableton. I can't remember what version. I mean, I could do help and do about Ableton and tell me now, but I know it's the most recent version. And I don't want to do that because I think it shows like my serial key and other shit. So I don't want to do that on stream. But I would check. Do check for updates. Do, you know, about my Ableton or something like that. Check what version you've got and see if it's exactly the newest version, because you might be surprised. Because, like I said, I had my auto updates on, and yet it's still... Because I was in the same boat. I was like, I thought Ableton always auto updated. I'd really love it if it did. And yeah, I do have it set to always update. But mine didn't. I guess one more flaw of Ableton, I don't know. Okay, I do like this kick coming in later. Yeah, did I add reverb? I didn't add any to these things though. I think I'm just coming in too early with this part. Let's save it. Save it this a little bit. The bass and the full kit, it sounds nice. Could I hold off on the drums this long? Could this whole thing be one really long held out note here? You know what I kind of want to do? Hang on. I hear a different rhythm, and I want to put it in. Bum. Consolidate this at this length here. Oh, actually, never mind. This is allowed. Like I said, the kick can or the bass can only come in when there's a kick, but there's already a kick on every one of those rhythms, so we can actually keep it. We gotta fix this because we changed the drums here. So let's take the second half. I think I have 11.0.12, but newest is 11.1.5. That's exactly what I was in. Yep. So technically you are running the oldest, or not the oldest, I shouldn't say, but an older version. I guess if you notice any problems, I mean, if Ableton runs totally fine for you, you may not even want to change anything. It was like I was working on a song and I was like, it's gotten so bad, or the crackle that I was getting in the song. What does auto update even do then? Yeah. Don't want to set up all that shit. It's up to you. Like I said, it's prioritize you. Drives me crazy when programs get tiny little updates like every day. I suppose maybe that's what they were trying to avoid. It depends on how bad your stuff is. When I was working on Slamwave yesterday, it just got to a point where the crackling was so bad and it would just crackle at random points and it made it unusable, the whole entire program. And so that's where I was just like, I'm fed up with this. There has to be something. Like Ableton has to have done something. This program is so terrible now. I'm going to have to go back to use Ableton 10. And that's when I did check for updates. It took me straight to Ableton's site, and I was like, well, that's not very helpful. And I checked, and it was like newest version, 11.1.5 or something, and then I did check mine, and it was like 11.0.12, like yours. And I was like, oh, well, let's try and do the newest update then, I guess. And that's when I downloaded it and redid it, and I didn't know it was going to make me have to rescan for all my plugins, and it would take like an hour because I've got like 100 plugins, and then I didn't know I had so many plugins. I didn't think about it because I only use, well, I guess I use like a good 20 regularly, which is a lot. But then I have like 80 that I don't regularly use, but they're in there in case. I also have my 600 tracks project. Exactly. That's the dangerous thing. If some often used plugin fucks up in there, yeah, that's what I'd be scared of too. And that's what I was scared of too, because when I first finished the upload or the update, and then I go and I try to load up Slamwave, I'm like, let's see how it runs, and it tries to load it, and it was just like, it gave me this huge list. It was like, could not find this plugin, boom, and it gave me this list, and I was like, oh no, I've ruined it. All of my songs are going to be ruined. And so I closed out of it, and then I opened a brand new Ableton, and I went in, the preferences, and I chose a whole new folder for my plugins, had it scan there, and it was like, there's nothing there. And then I chose my original one, had it rescan, and it's like, I found them. It'll take a minute. There's 100 of them. And so it had to go through them all. And then once it was done, I reopened Slamwave. Works no problem now. And so all my plugins are working fine now. But, and honestly, like I said, it hasn't been crackling as much. So genuinely, it was a high risk, high reward situation, I think, because number one, this is amazing. I love this extra room you have given me in here, Ableton. Honestly, it was more like shame on you for making a shitty design in the first place. But now that this moves under here, I love this. I don't know if yours does this, Anne, but mine wasn't like this before. It was like fat and all over here. And I like it compact more. Gives me more room to actually work. And the general lack of crackles. It's crackled a teensy bit, but nowhere near as much as it was in the past. So, and not to mention the CPU is cruising at like 10%, whereas I feel like previously it would be jumping all over between 20 to 30 to 40 to all over the place. Now it seems a lot more under control. So just in general, I think they just added some stability fixes, which is what I desperately needed with my setup. I know it runs different too if you have a Mac. In general, Ableton runs completely different than me on my Windows, so there's always that to consider. If you're running it on Mac and it's working no problem, then I bet the Mac one just has better optimization. Okie dokie. Let's see. I think I might need to hop back on piano and we figure out another section that this goes to. We got a good start. We got a pretty much good minute and 10 seconds of music right now. What up, Hefner? Welcome back. Yes, this is the perfect time to transition. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to pop this open. Copy and paste this, but I don't want this to really affect... I'm just going to do that for right now. Really plain, really basic. We'll rearrange a new drum. Just don't want it to affect what I play. So let's see. I'm going to do this. Let's click this. Pop her open so you can see what I'm playing. Was it really always going to do that? There's no way I could do that and show. I guess you can see what I'm playing here. So this whole song is pretty much just G, 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 A, little A, G, back onto the G, back on that G, riding G, A, back on G, and then we just keeps looping and looping. So let's go somewhere other than the... Did I just write a new part? Hang on a minute. Looks different, yes? Let me see. It's loading. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, if you can see what they did on mine versus yours. Yeah, yours is like over here more. Which I don't like that because, like I said, I feel like I'm pulling this up more and I'd like to see more of this. And so that leaves all this dead space right here. So the fact that they moved this part that was over here and just pushed it down onto the bottom to give you more space here, that was a good idea. Good change there, Ableton. Because, yeah, yours then is fatter, right? Because it sticks out 2 notches, whereas this could be underneath here. Rip this off and shove it at the bottom down there. That's what they need to do. And that's what they did in the later update. I think it was a good change, personally. Because I don't know, it depends on your monitor size, I guess, and what you use more, but I find myself working with this more rather than with this more. And then needing this stuff while it's this small, you know? I end up working more like this with it big so I can really see the whole chord. So. Hang on. I may have changed this riff, and I kind of like it a lot more like this. I'm going to need to just change a few things. First off, I'll need to change the bass. Do like the opposite, or should I do an A? I do like this a lot better. got cooking?
Can't you smell what I got cooking, baby? Some baby making music. Oh, need you, girl. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's write a new part here then. So let me play. We changed our riff now. It goes like this now. Minor would fit really well here. Oh, hang on a minute. No more bass, please. I like this first chord. It's not bad. It's a B minor 7. Too obvious. That's better. Ooh, I like those two together. Fine. Kill my buzz. Stupid drums. You made me look bad. Okay, we got a lot of fixing. A lot of fixing to do. See, I'd mentioned this before too, but the nice part about Ableton moving that feature over here, at least I don't remember how easy it was to flip between these two. I don't remember it being particularly difficult, but the convenience of literally just being able to click between these two at any time and switch and see where they were and where I last was is pretty nice. I don't remember it being that easy. It's funny how I literally was using it just yesterday, and I already don't remember what the original one that I'd used for years, how it used to react. It sort of becomes muscle memory at a certain point. You don't even think about it. Too intense. Chill out. Oh, snap! Oh my gosh.
Missy 69 UP.
Mr. Bill Nash revealing that I do not have 24 months worth of individual sub-songs written. Holy shit. 24 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around for 2 years. We have 2 anniversaries today. June's a big month, apparently. It's the year anniversary of Grimm on his subscription. He hit 12 months, and now Bill Nash has hit 24 months, 2 years. Now, I guess that's true. You get the cool 2-year badge, though. You're up until Tunesday volume. What would that be, even? That was a cool volume. That one is the one that looks like an old cartoon from like the 30s or something. It makes kind of a weak sub badge when it's really, really small, but I do like that you can click on sub badges and see them bigger. Then you can actually read the Tunesday and you can see the little slam bot. It's cool. It's cool. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Bill. Appreciate you sticking around for as long as you have. So what I could do is just find a small part and we just loop it. Now I played it out for the most part correctly this far, so I'd actually rather just fix all of these notes. And the reason being is I kind of put like velocity swells in, not to mention each note is played a little differently and a little off, or each chord I should say, not note. And so I kind of like having that variety. Oops. Consolidate that. Now I also want to check the envelopes real quick because we got to make sure. Wow. Yeah, okay. Wait. Why was I lifting every time there? Shouldn't need a lift there. Okay, we got timing to fix there on that one. That's okay. But yeah, like that little crescendo that I did in that, I love it. I think I might need to tone it down a pinch. Also, I missed a note there. Hang on. Yeah. Hang on. First off, you're late. Too intense. Can we go both y'all down a pinch? fine tune a little bit here. No, we can't, Hefner. No, I'm sorry. We're fresh out. I wish I could, but there's a shortage, I believe. We've got our whole general outline here. Oh, here's where we need to end this. Wait, why are we, oh, I didn't change the ending. I forgot. Oh well. Rip this off. Oh, did I come in too early? I think on this last, I want to add like this. I want to add a little more movement in the hi-hat. I kind of like doing this recently. Feel like I've been doing it more on my lo-fi ones, where in the last final chorus we give the hi-hat finally something interesting to do other than just tick like a metronome. We'll see. It adds variety. Timestamp. What is this? Depending on what this is, I might show you in how to turn Ableton into the greatest DAW ever.
Real time.
Hang on a minute.
What that looks like. So say I'm right here and I have my vocal channel and I'm like, shit, I need a EQ. I just double click on that and then bam, my favorite Pro Q3 right there loaded. Just like that.
Oh.
It's mind blowing. And then to top that off, I also use Slick VMS. I love the 76 on there and I'll always use that with like a trimmer sometimes. Or same thing, I just saved a preset called a VMS 76. Boom, pulled it up, my preset that I saved that has the two modules I always start off with typically. And I just think that is such a time saver. I didn't have to do Command F.
I need to get something like that. I was talking about how when I used to use Logic Pro, every time you would launch Logic, it would be like, what kind of track are you making? And based on what you would say, it would build a preset for you, or you could set your own presets. So for instance, I could create a thing where I do, and maybe Ableton can do this as well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I could, for instance, say, set electric piano, a lo-fi kit with kick, snare, and hat with all the hi-hats on there. Put that all on, and this bass. Like, honestly, this whole thing, except just delete this stuff and save this as a preset. So I could just open it up and call it piano lo-fi, and it will automatically load this with all of these tracks set with all of these EQs already in and everything set up. You know, I know that you can save like a general, like every time you launch Ableton, it always looks like this, or it always starts with this, but like what I start with changes depending on which genre I'm going for, right? So I don't want every single track I open to always start with EP, piano, bass, kick, snare, hat in this way. It'd be more like this would be my lo-fi piano preset, you know? I see there are a lot of things that are that are on there. Wow, I need it. I feel like you shared this with me before, and I've looked at it, and there wasn't anything that I was like, oh, I have to have that. And this doesn't look like I can see like a save your entire preset for an entire project. Quickly save versions. Quickly save a version to another project automatically. Similarly to FL Studio. See, I don't need you to replicate FL in any way. No offense, guys. Has various useful things. I'll look into it more. I just think the reason I haven't gotten in the past is there was no feature that I saw that was like, I have to have that feature. You know, like that guy's explanation. I guess it would be nice, but just double click here and then drop a plugin that way. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Certainly help your workflow. Let's see, consolidate this, loop it. Wait, isn't this a D? Oh no, it's B. Oh damn, we can't go. The C is the lowest we can go here. Wait, what are we doing? What am I changing here? Somehow I got roped up in that one. In the video, which I haven't finished yet, it's at least exciting. It's at least an exciting thing, allegedly. Can't remember who. Someone's recommended it to me before. Oh, the least exciting. Oh, okay, I understand. Sorry, I misread that. Do I want to do it like this? Hang on a second. There was a little crackle. Ableton. Okay. One crackle. I'm actually out of one. It's not that bad. It was way worse before. I don't know if I like this. I might just keep it really simple, and the bass just plucks on each one. Just need to finish that irresponsibly large project so I can update and install new shit without being afraid. True. Should be motivation. I gotta be like, oh, look at all the cool new features it could do. Oh, they moved this over here. It's so much better. Oh wow. The only thing I notice is the move from this to there, and then, like I said, the noticeable less crackle so far. So, in general, I would recommend the update just because it seems to have improved my Ableton a lot. this still in my head? You know who you just sounded like when you were trying to motivate me? Calchuchesta? I don't know who that is. But how? Maybe I don't recognize them? Hefner doesn't know who that is, yeah. And just because you delve into some weird, you know, weird parts of YouTube, it's Anthony okay, I know who that is. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Fantanos? Yeah, that's probably it. Anthony Fantanos. I know who he is. Am I changing the wrong thing again? No. Cube Ableton fucking with my brain. You just call him Melon? Do double pluck here. Nah, we don't need another one. Put some melody in here. Back to there. All right, that's sounding good. That's sounding good. Let's make the drums more interesting in this middle part, right? The kick's basic, bitch. That's because I didn't want the kick for the previous one to... I do this all the time. I don't want it to like shape the way I write, because if I just copy and paste this and drag it in, whatever I write is automatically going to fit it, just because it'll flow nicer and feel nicer. So I just wanted to do a basic one in case I came up with something else. I didn't really, so I'm going to still copy and paste the other one, and we'll just make modifications to this one because I think this will flow just fine. Let's, I think we're going to need both the snare. Whoops. Right there. this. Copy. Whoops. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Copy that. Paste it on here. We'll only even hear that once, because here this will cut off before it even gets there, like that. So technically this little fill that I put in, we only even hear it once. So we could actually go crazier if I wanted. Go boom. Let's do that. Let's put one more in, like a true mad lad. That. Woo. Wild. Wild in the street. Running. Running. Okay, okay. Do we need to add an electric piano to this? Probably. It's never been done.
Fuck you up. I follow my own rules.
Tell me what to do.
Bitch.
This makes me wonder something. Take a captain. Is MIDI control, that's what I want. There is no pedal during this, for this, and by this. Means everything's automatically carrying over. We should make a cutoff on the downbeat. Yeah, we had no pedal going. We definitely want some pedal. Because we don't want to hear... It's actually okay that we're like pedaling these different chords that are just falling chromatically because they're so simple. And sort of the like dissonance, waviness that they get by overlapping is what creates the sound that's cool. I like this one, it hangs, so there's no lift pedal. It actually might be best if I don't even bring in this electric piano until halfway through. I could try to think of something else that comes in halfway here, or even right at the beginning. But the piano, I think, should not come in. Snapshot that. The ending I fucked up, but There's potential in this. Consolidate, loop to here. Let's pop open the envelope. Oh. Fuck it, we're quantizing that, I guess. Can we take this whole thing and just down? Not the 80s and 90s, 60s and 70s? Let's do this as well. Pop back over here. Pedal lift right here. And then again right here. The reason being is we're hitting these two notes together, and it's a half step. Like this. And when you pedal a half step, you just get this minor second, which is not super pleasant. Has its contexts, but this certainly isn't one of them. So what you can do is put a lift halfway in, and then you won't hear it. Or at least you shouldn't really hear it. Cut off that last piano note that I was playing there still. Let's save this. Okay, I want to kind of just add some final finishing touches stuff. So for instance, when this first starts, I want to add something that I add to so many lo-fi tracks. And it's just like a little shimmer. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to bring in Helm, Mr. Helm, and we're going to do no sustain. Decay is kind of short, like that. Let's turn it down. Probably too loud. Send it to a lot of reverb. Whoops. We will call it the shimmer. And then let's see, what else can we do to it? Let's put on a little bit of a filter, something like that. We need a delay, probably 16. Decent amount of feedback. Maybe a little more on the filter there. Turn it down a little bit more. Snapshot what I did there. Not cutting it off though, right? If I just do this, consolidate, loop. Let's turn this down. Can I put a delay on like a ping pong? Good, and the shimmer doesn't need the sidechain compression, I don't think. I do think this this something I should carry over into here? Just change the chords. Let me see if I can preemptively get it ready. Just this. Yep, looks like it. Oh wait, hang on a minute. This should be a B. Is there anything else I could add for like the last final chorus? That's really the only other thing I could see changed about this, right? We just need one final something. What could I do to make it more interesting? I could double any of these, like put the electric piano part in another voice as well, so it comes out even more. We could just add variety to it. Let's do this. Let's consolidate it at this length. Because the start of this is already different. We have our hi-hat doing a new rhythm. We have the shimmer, which we've never had during this part, right? But I feel like the novelty of those two new things wears off by this halfway point. Let's do this. Mute the bottom notes real quick. Okay, now let's try to make these chords. That one's fine. Now I guess we would just need maybe a final ending. We don't necessarily know about that yet. Feels like it should just go. I kind of want to just like fade the piano out. It fades out way too quickly. Yeah. I feel like I end so many songs where it just ends on one final chord or hangs open on an open chord or anything like that. I'm allowed to have a couple fade outs here and there. Everyone else does them. Hang on. I always make this mistake every single time. This is the kick I'm using, right? Okay, it's a good clean kick. Here's this snare I'm using, right? One of mine, I think it's a kick. One of them has a crackle at the end. This is something I will fix when I eventually make Lo-Fi 6.0 drum pack. But one of these kick samples has a little crackle at the end, and this is it. Right here. So I always have to go back in later and do that. And I always forget every time. I was making sure I didn't do that on this one, but we did not. And we have our sidechain compression on everybody that matters. Snap, crackle, pop. Let me do... Wait, our bass doesn't have sidechain compression on it? Now it's shifted the whole thing down in volume, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to bump it up 5 dB. Oh, we had 5 exactly. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we could lower it on the main mixer, 5 dB. But actually, let's just lower it 4.5, so that way it's up a little more. Whatever, 4.4. now with this sidechain compression, I feel like I need to push the bass up a little bit. It's dipping it too hard. But it is good. It'll make the kick thump more. It needed a big boost. Because now I'm only pulling it down 1.1, so it was technically moved up 5 or 4. I think that's good. The last thing that still comes into mind is this is something that I had turned off all the way up until then. And I kind of want to keep the song as is, so I think it might be done. But the only other thing is we could turn the piano into a lo-fi piano. The reason I'm hesitant to do that is because, one, I've done that a lot. And number two, it'll crush it down to mono. And I kind of like the stereo sound of it. So here's where they crush it down to mono. But lo-fi sounding. What do you guys think? Let's listen to the song for a little while, like this. Oh, I kind of love it. You like it with it on like this? I kind of love this. I feel like it made it a lot quieter though. You like the crackle. Well, Ableton's running a million times better since this update, so golf clap to you, Ableton team. You did a bang-up job on this update. I really am way behind in downloading it. We could go cliche and start the track like that. Actually, hang on. I'm going to save before because I feel like this plugin is notorious for crashing my damn Ableton. But I love it. It's still really good. Let's turn off the rotor volume and the switch volume. Then save the file, then compress state, remove them both. But we could do something like this. Or end it like that. No, I like it. I like the ending. You just fade out. But we could do something like this. Okay, that might be a little too slow. Let's go a little faster. I like the cassette rev sound in. Now I'd have to time this out better. Let's actually go a little faster. Actually, we'll go there. Stop time is instant. Could we go over here? Pop out the automation. Is it, what am I changing here? This. Is it just the transport? Yes. So we go from there to where? I don't know. To there? that was right. I will need to do this. You ever put like kids yelling outside in songs before? Yes, I have. Actually, I believe my album After starts with like a playground sound. The very first song. Hang on, let's play it real quick. Morning Routine. I shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, he's got little kids playing in the background. So yes, I have used that before. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab everybody. I've heard this a million times. Yeah. And with everybody, we're gonna pull everybody over to. Actually, let's pull it a full bar. No, this is a full bar. Yeah. Drag this loop out because essentially what happens is I need this to turn on a little bit before the oops. I need to turn it a little before so that way I can go maybe this. I'm trying to find out how soon before. No, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error, more like doing like this and then going back into this. And let's hear how this one sounds. What if we did that? That went in much faster, but it is cleaner. So what if we did this? And we go back to transport and we scooch this to there. I like this. It's really simple and subtle. Right? That's a pretty good way to start. Yeah, just like really, really subtle. Barely even tell it's a tape sound. Just sort of. Trying to find a satisfying beat for it to come onto. I just wanted to make sure that like the first time you actually noticed, oh, this is a piano playing a note, it was the start of the progression. So it tells me how long do you want the reverse time to take until it officially starts normal. And so it's about lining up when it kicks in and when it all does that. You ever record yourself doing sound effects like that? Pulling a box out and slamming it onto the table? No, I don't really do a lot of my own personal sound captures. Somebody bringing out a cassette player in the song. I usually don't. I certainly could, I feel like. It takes a lot more time and effort to get your own source sample recordings. I could do it. Do it live. Do it now. I don't want to do it now. I don't do it now. I already have this song almost done. Now I could put this on still. Let me turn the dust down a little bit though. Too much warp. This is too much lo-fi. You need that low end. I don't even know what changing the RPM really does in terms of the sound. Maybe that's the frequency at which you'd hear the dust. Like if it was a slower RPM, you'd hear the dust a little less. The lo-fi one's fun too. It's more of a bit crusher. End the song like that too, but I've ended a lot of songs like that, so I'm a little hesitant. No mechanical or electrical sounds. You could add your own crack into it. I honestly hate this. I don't know why they have this feature in. I never want to add these crackles. I've been working so long for Ableton to get rid of them. does sound good though. This does, with a little bit of warp. Maybe I'll go back to that 10% wear too, actually. Really, honestly, the last 15 minutes of me working on this song is me just be turning the dial of lo-fi-ness up. For all you sick fucks out there, here's a slider that lets you add even more crackles. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what the point of that is. Like, I get the mechanical noise and the electrical and even the dust. You actually might want some of that. But the scratch? Why would you really want these? These are so annoying and intrusive. Dust, mechanical, electrical, that's an aesthetic, right? You want it to sound fuzzy. Even the dust has a little scratchy sound. That's why I turn it off, because I don't really like that, but it's just not pleasant to listen to, yeah. Try this sometime. Don't I have the slim version of this? Hang on. It's by the same it's by the same team. Has a demo. Maybe that's what I already have. Do I have the demo? Is this the demo version? No, it's a different plugin, but it's just made by the same company. This is cassette transport. The other one is cassette, I don't know. Okay, interesting. I do like this cassette transport, so I would be interested in this other one. I'm also looking into some of Isotope. They have a big sale going on, so I might end up buying some of that stuff. They have a sale right now where you can get Ozone 9 Advanced, which would mean I would no longer need to go onto my crummy little laptop that I currently do all my mastering on. I have a really old MacBook that has Ozone 4, but it's the full version and it's fantastic, and I've been using it for years. It's been my mastering program the whole time. Cassette is 60, so pretty expensive. Yeah, it might not be worth 60, but definitely might play around with the demo. Oh yeah, I see it now. Buy it now for 60. Yeah, because especially like, unless there's something that they add that this cassette transport can't do, because I already really love the stuff that this thing can do with the starting and stopping time sounds. I'm sure this can do more, but if it's not like dramatically more, then I don't really need it, you know. If it's on sale and they keep it in mind, yeah, definitely will. But Isotope has, so they've got Ozone 9 Advanced, which means I would then probably begin mastering my Tunesdays live in front of you guys with it, because the only reason I don't is because, one, there's not a lot of process with me mastering, because I've built so many presets for any type of song that I do, and I end up finding a preset and then just making a couple tiny little adjustments, and then I do it all on like I say, on this really old MacBook that I can't stream from. It'd be too much of a pain in the butt, but it'd be nice to have Ozone 9, a new one finally. And my Ozone 4 is so old, there's no way I can get it onto Ozone, or get it in Ableton now. It was all before, you know, this would have been in like 2009. So we're talking like 15 years ago I had this. There's really no way I can get it on here anymore. But you also get Melodyne, the newest Melodyne editor, which I was talking with someone, I can't remember who I think it was something Incarnate last time I was doing my singing Tuesday. And Melodyne, I worked with Melodyne when it was first introduced, when it first came out, also probably back in like 2009, 2010. And it was really nice at the time. Like, it's basically just a pitch correction software, and it really breaks it down and lets you see the pitch like on a piano roll like this, and it finds your inbound notes, like when you come in, sort of like how Ableton will be able to find, like, here's where you came in on the note, you could fix the timing. Melodyne will do that, but then you can also grab it and drag it to the correct note on the piano, and it'll fix it all. And it could mean a lot of really good improvements for my singing. So we'll see. Transport is really just a start and stop effect. Cassette lets you go complete cassette sound emulator with different cassette types, ages, and customizations. Also a distortion plugin. Yeah, see, that does sound cool, but nothing that I would really need a lot. I could think of some practical use cases, but not like $60 practical use case, I suppose. But definitely want to keep in mind if they got sales going on sometime. Oh, that's an awesome intro. That's a great intro. I'm keeping that for sure. I'll buy that cassette for $60 right now. Well, follow that link. There it is. But keep an eye on future Tuesdays. I might have Melodyne Editor or Ozone. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. It still is expensive, but normally it's like $1,000 or something like that, or like $700 or $800, and it's on sale for like $200 or $300 or something. So it's a lot off, especially because I know those plugins are big and beefy. It comes with some other nice ones, but I can't think of what those ones are right off the top of my head. But I remember that it's like another like good isotope reverb one, and then Nectar, I think, which I don't fully understand what Nectar is. I think it's one to help you with mixing, but if I would be dedicated enough with hardware stuff, I'd totally get into using real tape players to work with. That's true. That would be really cool. Honestly, I would love that too. The more difficult thing to me with hardware, other than the cost of, buying like a really nice old 80s synth or something like that, is like physical space. I don't have any room to put it. If I were to buy a really cool analog synth, really awesome, a mini Moog, set it up somewhere, where would I set it up? I'm like, I'm pretty cramped. So in terms of expanding my musical instruments, I like doing it digitally a little bit more. Physical space is a point of contention too, yes. Like if I had a giant studio room, like a really big ass room, and I had some spots to put some stuff, then I would genuinely start thinking about more hardware probably. I'd love to get more synths. That would be really cool. But as it stands now, I literally just don't have the room. I'm already scrunched in here. I got my nice 88 key weighted key piano, which is a crucial must. And then I got enough room to play my guitar with an amp near me, and that's about it. That's okay. Hey, it's gotten us this far. It's gotten us to Tuesday number 316. Wow. Pretty good. Not bad. That is going to do it for me today, I think. This was a nice little Tuesday. Is it time for a room makeover? Dude, it's time for me to move. I need to just, like, find a whole new space. That's what needs to happen. It's too far gone for a room makeover. Trying to buy a house, but anybody else that might be trying to buy a house right now, especially in the United States. I know it's crazy in Canada and a lot of other places around the world, but it's hard. I'll just put it that way. I work laying around my bed, so space is even more of a problem. True. Or you're like sitting out in your garden writing music, which is pretty incredible. I need to do that more. But my 42K house is worth 200K now. Exactly. That's the problem I'm going for right now. Having a place to live all these days is getting harder. That's the trouble. But hey, if I ever got any big announcements about that, I'll let you know. You'll obviously know because the background will change around me. Like it already did once. This isn't the beginning Tuesday. If you go back to my old Tuesdays, you'll notice I'm in a totally different area. But we're once again... But if I sell it, I buy another house for 200K, and that should be it. Yeah, that's the problem for you, Hefner. Is like you could sell your house and make 4 times what it was when you bought it, but then now you'd have to buy a house from someone else that's worth 4 times what it was when he bought it. So you're in equally as tough of a position where it's like, yeah, your house is worth a lot now, but you can't really sell it, or you have nowhere to go because you can't afford another house because they're all too expensive, you know. Slam moves into a new house, just doesn't even mention anything, just adamant nothing has ever changed. That would be funny. Hell, I mean, this corner is just a plain white corner. It could be found in most houses. If I set up exactly the same, I could maybe trick you guys into not even knowing that I've moved. One day you'll stream with a huge pool area and park-like garden in the background, right? And then it'll be revealed that it's all a green screen I painted on the wall. Looks like that 1K followers is sticking. That's true. I will say, though, I started this stream with 1,001 followers. So I did lose 1 follower throughout this current stream. But we didn't dip below 1,000. So I got to say special thank you to Hefner for shouting me out in your Discord and really pushing it over that 1,000 edge. And I guess to anyone else that may have shared me and recommended me to your friends, to your buddies, to your ma, to your grandma. Except same background with posters and stuff. There is no fridge. Yeah, that's a classic clip. It probably unsubbed because you insulted Splice again. You're right. They're all Splice cult members. I don't know. Splice employee. Yeah. Yeah. That fridge video. If no one's seen that, I think you could probably just go on YouTube and just search "There Is No Fridge" Twitch clip or something like that. It's a bit of a mindfuck the first time you watch it, actually. I do think it was. I imagine it was for his viewers that were watching that stream for like an hour until he did that. And then it's like, oh shit. Anyways. That'll do it. I think that'll do it for me. I'm gonna head out, get some food. I recommend you do the same. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys once again showing your incredible dedication, loyalty, stopping by. I reject you finishing the stream. Hey, I went 8 hours. I did my time. I did my time last week. I'm allowed to do a little shorter 2.5 hour one this time. Special thanks once again to Hefner for 8 months now, for Grim for hitting a year's subscription, and Bill Nash for 2 years. Damn, guys. Your support is off the walls. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will catch you all next time. I'm sorry I cannot continue, but we must move on. Have a good evening.